again and welcome to the Angry Cook. It's B in our top secret kitchen below an active volcano in the South Pacific. Today we're going to do a great British peasant meal called a sausage roll. There's about 50 different variations of this. I'm going with the British with the one that's most common. So what do we need? We need flour, just to do the puff pastry, which is here. Kosher salt, of course. We need an egg for an egg wash. About a pound of ground pork, not pork sausages, not Italian sausage, just ground pork. If you can't find a bulk sausage, look for just pork sausages in a link and squeeze the links out in the bowl. We need sage, kosher salt, and black pepper, which we're going to grind. It all goes in an oven at 375 for 20, 25, 30 minutes until it's all browned up nicely. So we're about to go, and here we go. Where did I just tear it? There it is. And we're going to add about a teaspoon of salt. We're going to add about a tablespoon of sage. What you can do also is get fresh sage, leave it out, put it on the puff pastry, and take the fresh sage over the top. And as the pork cooks, the oil or the grease in the pork will cook the leaves and make it also good. But we're going to do it this way for today. Ground pepper, about some. Now we're going to take the best instrument in the kitchen, your hands, and we're going to mix this all up. Oh. It's just like having Jade around. You want to get this as well mixed as possible. Don't squeeze stuff. You make the meat tough if you squeeze it. You just want to mix.
You need to write a sign. Okay.
Try doing a 2-year-old, 3 dogs, as opposed to your brother and sister-in-law. It's really great. Okay.
Breadcrumbs?
Breadcrumbs. Cut! Alright. We screwed up again. I forgot to pack the breadcrumbs. Any breadcrumbs will do. Any ones. We have to have panko. That's what we use. So we want about half a cup. These aren't a binding agent. These are to absorb, again, the pork fat and grease where all the flavor is. The Brits would never forgive me if I forgot that. It's pretty much, I've seen recipes without it, but they didn't look particularly good to me. So, like I said, we're trying to do official Brit. And let me mix that bad boy in there nicely. Okay. And that's going to go inside our puff pastry in a second. We're going to roll that out a little bit, and then we'll see what happens next. And cut. Back again after the breadcrumb incident. We won't talk about that again. We're going to do our puff pastry. We're going to roll this out a little bit. We want something like in the 12-inch, 16-inch long. We're going to pretty much be cutting this in half because there's a lot of puff pastry left over. Not quite in half, probably 2/3. So we're going to put a little flour down on our board. so that we can use the rolling pin. It's great, I got cameramen and key grips and everything here.
Bartender.
I got a bartender making me a Bloody Mary.
Shift bartender.
Life is good! I know with the frozen puff pastry, this is really easy to make by scratch too, which I didn't feel like doing. Puff pastry with the seams tend to pull apart, so you want to kind of keep crunching those together. Looks just about right, I think. Crunching those together to keep it one solid piece. Okay. So we have our, well, we have our sausage anyway. We're going to make like a sausage roll. Ha! Get the name! Sausage roll and shit. So we're going to draw it out and draw it out. I could almost make two with that. But we won't. We'll make a nice porky thing. Draw it out. You want to keep about an inch or so on the side closest to you. Draw it out to the end. Thank you very much. Now we're going to do our egg wash. Simple egg, mix it up nicely. Crap. Didn't quite leave myself enough room there. Oh, you're going to be a real bastard. Okay, we'll come this way. Ha! We'll make it work. One way or the other, we'll make it work. We always do. We'll take our little brushy brush, and we're going to nice little egg wash on the side to seal this up together. And then we're going to flip this bad boy over. That is just right. Hot dog. And wipe the excess flour off it if you have excess flour. And you want to crimp it up. And we're going to egg wash the top. Nice glazy type of brownie stuff, you know, and stuff. Don't forget the sides. Don't be stingy with it. This is going to make for a great brown crust. Do you mind your curly in the shaving scene? Lathering up the balloon. Think about that one if you don't know what I'm talking about. Look it up in your website. Now we're going to put it on parchment paper on any kind of baking sheet. Got this in. Sprinkle the top with kosher salt. You can also add sesame seeds to the top. I don't have any, so we're not going to. And I need a sharp knife, please. This is more decoration than anything else. Okay, so we're going in a 375 oven for about half an hour. We're going to start checking at 25 minutes. Watch the brownie. And there we go. We'll be back in about 25-30 minutes. Okay, 25 minutes in, not golden brown yet, so we're going to go another 5 minutes and see what happens. Okay, 30 minutes. We're getting brown. We're not brown enough. Look at that puff pastry all puffing up and shit. Isn't that great? We're going to give it another, I think 5. Check back every 5 minutes from now on. 35 minutes. Getting nicer. I think 5 more minutes is going to do it. 40 total. See you back in a minute. And here we are. 40 minutes later. And I think we're just about at the, as my best friend Alton Brown says, who I've never met, golden brown and delicious. Take a look. See the bubbles? Look at that. I bet you're all out there drooling, aren't you? You're drooling, I can tell.
Hear that sizzle.
Camera person doesn't have a speaking part in this. Now, we're going to let it cool down for a bit, a couple of minutes. I recommend about 5. And we'll be back for the unslicing, or the deslicing, or the reslicing, whichever you prefer. And here we go. We have a very sharp knife. And we have nicely done pork, which smells abso-freaking-lutely delicious.
Smell the sage.
And you smell the sage. So, I hope you enjoy this. Try it. I think you're really going to like it. Comment, comment, like, and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell your friends' family, tell your family's friends. And we'll see you next time from our secret kitchen beneath an active volcano in the South Pacific.